you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Let's Talk Together in English is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, the Bahamas' largest and most experienced dedicated radiological center.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app. Nassau, Bahamas.
Malgré tout ça crivé, m'a chanté pour mon Dieu. Satan pas grave peur, pour pas continuer chanter. Pas ouais, moi pas attendre, pas chanter pour crier. C'est pas moi qui choisis pour chanter pour mon Dieu. C'est mon Dieu qui choisit pour me parler par lui. Si c'est pour choisir, comment me la guerre.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Guardian 96.9 FM with fresh news, smart talk all day. Indeed, I'm your host, Lady T. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Bonsoir tout auditeur, auditrice, communauté haïtienne qui fréquence qu'on y a à Guardian 96.9 FM. C'est un plaisir lié pour moi pour me là avec vous, pour moi-même avec vous. Moi qui c'est Smith Joseph, li là en direct, live en direct. Et nous gagne Andy 360 who is on his way. I want to give you guys a special thank you to tout le monde qui toujours branché sur émission. Me dit nous merci en pile et bienvenue en grand gens. Et m'a dit ambassade haïtien bienvenue parce que me connais yo toujours branché sur émission ça et me dit merci tout de ce que yo toujours présent dans toute bagaille qui communauté haïtien a fait. I want to send my deepest sympathy to a woman that I love dearly, Mother Pierre, Julia Pierre. First Lady Julia Pierre, who lost her husband. We had the funeral today, where people say, the Haitian way is what the good don't last. That's what they normally say. And today I see that, it's good to do good in life because when you do good, it pays off. Today, Pastor Antoine Saint-Louis, the community lost greatly. The Haitian community, they lost a giant of a man. I would say I lost a father who was dearly to all of us, who loved us, who was our mentor, our pastor. He was a great man of God, and it showed today at the Williams Auditorium, where we went, William Thompson Auditorium, where we went today to pay our last respect to him. It was such a, it was a sad day, but I felt sad and happy at the same time to see that so many people showed up for him, to pay their last respect to him because he was a good person. He was a humble man of God. So I want to send my deepest sympathy and condolences to the Pierre family and also Pastor Antoine Saint-Louis from Victory Chapel Church, who was his only brother. Pastor Antoine Saint-Louis, he lost his only brother. So we want to send condolences to that church pastor, Victory Chapel Church, and it's I still can't catch myself today because it really hurt all of us. Smith, good evening, welcome. Sak passe.
Bonsoir Lady T et bonsoir auditoire auditrice et super branché. Nous saluons et en grand gens et en grand nombre et nous disons bon Dieu merci pour faveli. Nous-mêmes jusqu'à maintenant que nous-mêmes nous là n'a pu travailler ensemble et encore on a dit condoléances à la famille Nelson Pierre parce que d'ailleurs pendant qu'on parle avec vous là c'est défunt pour nous dire et dernier d'asset il y a mettre dans toi c'est ça que fait nous-mêmes nous presque c'est ton dernier monde qui t'est quitté et cimetière et côté qui nous t'es dans auditorium là qui t'est plein monde qui t'est dehors presque plus que monde qui est dedans et puis nous fait tout moyen possible nous aller dans cimetière nous fait dernier service encore et puis Regardez tout le monde qui était dans l'église là et tout le monde qui est dans ce métier là. Après, il fin descendre cercueil là dans tout et puis c'est celle même qui était. Ça t'a touché Kem l'aime t'a fait live là, il y a qui était venu dans Jean Bagay, vraiment triste pour tout le monde qui t'a à dernier moment ou celle qui pas arrêté.
It's the sad part. That's the sad part when it comes to death.
So
He had thousands of persons there today representing thousands of persons representing and paying their last respect.
Oh, yeah.
And the most important thing is, I would say, it wasn't persons might look at it and say, "Oh, so much Haitians." No.
Oh yeah.
It was a community
It's
that
community.
was mixed.
We have a
It was
lot of
community.
Bahamians,
It
yeah.
was a lot of Bahamians. It was a lot of Christians.
Bahamian, yeah.
A lot of pastors
Yes.
that he paid tribute to him, that he used to work with, and that he did good for because
Right.
he was an honorable, honest pastor.
Right.
You never heard
No,
Reverend
no,
Nelson
ne-
Pierre
name on
and
some-
no kind of foolishness,
Right.
as the people would say. And so today at William Thompson Auditorium, next to the Bahamas Baptist College, I think that's through Jane Street
Yeah,
of
Jane
Prince
Street,
Charles
yeah.
Drive, we saw it. We saw that his name speak for itself.
yeah.
The work that he did in both communities speak for itself. And so, as I mentioned earlier, I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to continue to do good.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you see when you do good, how it fall. Remember that you have especially our Governor General. She was
Cynthia
here.
Mata Pratt
Cynthia
was there.
Mata Pratt was there, and
Oh,
education-
Glennis Hanama,
Glenn-
Minister of
exactly.
Education.
We have a lot of government officials
Officials
was
was
there.
there.
So son bon travail.
The
Et
Haitian
yo
embassy
même-
was
yeah,
there, and then
était là tout.
listen, everybody
Yes.
was there. It was a day that everybody needed to be there. Whoever was somebody or who interacted
Right.
with him, because that's the kind of person he was. Once you had a chance to meet him,
yes, yeah.
he left.
Oh yeah, he left his
That impact in your life
impact in his
where you had no choice but to love him. And that's how he was, a humble man, a humble servant of God, and it hurt my heart today.
Yeah, but
Even though that was like a whole full day work for me.
Yeah, you would because you
Because
start work from I couldn't.
I
You
got-
start from
I got there at
from
10.
10 and you start from 10 and tell then I don't know. I lost you, but I look for Andy. You tell me Andy inside.
Andy
I look
was
all
right.
over the place. I don't see Andy. I don't know where I call him. He answer me, but I still can't find where he
because
say.
that place was so
yeah, the
huge.
place is huge. But,
Yeah, if you was
he
one, but we
there.
saw you. I
Yeah.
told Andy, see Smith right there. As you were working, we saw the work that you were doing, and we appreciate that. Andy 360, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk Together. Bonsoir.
Good evening, Bahamas. Good evening, Lizzie, my brother Smith. But we have to do our part.
It's amazing, all of us. Sorry, it's amazing that
Yes.
all of us come here
Yes.
with the same funeral clothes that we had on all day.
Exactly.
That was a rough day.
Yeah, that's a rough.
Nobody even had a chance to change.
Yeah.
From 10 o'clock this morning, the funeral went on, and it just actually
Pastor Nelson, he was truly, truly the man of God.
a
as I can
giant
see
man.
today. But anyway, only God knows. That's what I could say.
Yeah, it hurts.
I was sad, but at the same time, when they was mentioned what he was preaching the last time before he died,
Yeah.
Last
that really touched my heart.
Yeah, when they said, what was it again? They said that he said, God bless
God
Metropolitan
bless
Church
Metropolitan Church.
and all of its members.
Yes.
And he unite
Exactly.
together. That was his last sermon. That was his, that's what he preached about. And that was the last time. And he told them
each
it would have,
another.
and he also told them that would have been the
Exactly.
last day that they heard him preach, huh? He already knew that he was going to God.
So I'm saying, like a lot of people always say, when you're gonna die, you know, but you can't tell.
No,
Yeah, for sure.
that's something, eh?
Yeah.
They always say it. But
Yeah, someone said that
this
before
is
to me.
after the person dies, say, hey, okay.
Okay, the
he-
person said
exactly.
something,
Yeah,
but you
person
couldn't
exactly
understand.
Understand.
Because, when you be
Even
with
the person
people-
was understanding,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If I'm gonna, I say, lazy, I'm gonna die now. But
I'm like, what is
but-
this man, friendly man, talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So That's why when you say you love someone, right, you got to show them
You
right
have to
there.
That's
show
why he
them
said and he was
every
preaching.
day.
Yeah.
You have to show them every day that
Every
you
day.
love and you appreciate them. Do not wait till they go, because you never know if you're going to get that chance again. And you
Yeah.
never know it's going to be your last time to see Andy, to see,
see
Smith,
Smith.
to see any.
Smith, my brother, you know, I love you.
I love you too, woman. Respect. I love you.
And I love both of you guys as my brothers, and
you.
I
Yes.
appreciate y'all
Yes.
so much.
Yeah, but
And
thank
the
you very
work
much.
y'all doing.
Actually, you bring me water too, so
I brought everybody water, 'cause I know we was in the
So,
heat.
yeah,
We
exactly.
was in the heat all day.
Yeah.
And then that sun and that auditorium was,
Oh, yeah, it
even
was
though it was
packed.
huge, where it was so packed, it still was hot. The AC wasn't doing anything because it
No,
was
too much.
too much people.
inside. You know? It's a lot
So
of
we
people.
lost the senior pastor of Metropolitan Church of the Nazarene, who has been serving there for over a decade.
Oh, yeah,
over 20 plus years.
Plus, yeah. More,
Pastor Nelson Pierre, who also is the brother of, as I mentioned before, who also is the brother of Pastor Antoine
Yeah,
Saint
yeah,
Louis,
Pastor
his
Antoine
only
Saint-Louis.
brother, who is the senior pastor at Victory Chapel Church through Minnie Street.
Right.
And so I know they are grieving. Even though we are reading, we lost him, but that's his brother. And also
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wife,
exactly.
my heart goes out to her. You know, she said he told her that they were gonna go all together.
Right.
She never
She never thought.
She
this-
never
Well,
thought this
in
would have
life,
been the
one
day.
got to go before us, okay? One got to go. One got to go, then the other one goes. None of us.
And
not,
that,
we
you know
not gonna
what,
go
to
together
tell you
one
the truth,
time.
that's the scary part about
Yeah.
me, like getting married. Well, I know Anson would say, oh, ladies can still do it. But today, as I watched the wife, you know, the first lady, Julia Pierre, talked about her husband, to know that he's in the coffin, he left her, and he's not coming back. And so sometimes I get scared. I'm like, wow, when I get married, then what if, you know?
No, don't be scared.
Yeah.
You know, this is a part of our life.
Yes.
All of us have to go,
Have
and
to
no
go.
matter
Yeah.
what.
I
no matter
know.
what.
Mind you, we
We all
all
have a
know we have
expiry
to go,
date.
but
Yeah.
everybody's not ready to go. You're never ready
No,
to go.
no,
And you
no,
always scared.
No, nobody ready to go. You had a song say, everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die.
Yeah, everybody
So-
will go there. Nobody
Nobody
want
want to die.
that.
I think that's just Winnie Butler, right? Who sang
I
that
think
song.
so. And so it brings us back to say to love one another.
Yeah.
To do right by one another.
Right.
And that is just that is the thing that we've always been preaching about. I think one time I had a show here where I had said that I'd give somebody a breakfast or money or something. I didn't say that because I wanted people to know what I
Right.
did, you know. I did that because I want somebody to listen to the message, to see when was the last time that you did good. When was the last time, you know, a lot of us, we grow up in the ghetto, you know. Not everybody who's living out west now or who has money now can say, hey, I was born with a silver spoon. A lot of us had to work hard to get ourselves out of the ghetto, or maybe some kind of inheritance from our parents, or maybe our jobs that we, you know, we went to school and we fight through the ghetto, we got a good job, or we may have been picked from, you know, in the NBA or some kind of good thing that happened to us by God's grace. But when was the last time that you that moved out east or out west, that you who may become the MP now, or who may become an accounting now, or who may become a minister now, when was the last time that you went to your neighborhood, sat down, talk to the people who you grew up with, just casually, or just say, you know what, I'm gonna have a day where I just have breakfast and just listen to their problems, have a conversation. And you don't have to be a member of parliament, but you can be, I'm just giving an example for everybody, anybody who is somebody now that moved out of their neighborhoods, to say, let me just go back and see how everybody's doing. You know, just to maybe spend an hour and just hail somebody. Maybe carry breakfast for this person who I remember used to have my back when I used to tote water from the pump, or when my current was off and I could go by their house. When was the last time that you did that?
That's
When was the last time that you did a good deed?
a lot of them. they forgot where they came from, you know, and they play forgot. If they like where they used to live, the neighbor they used to go by the neighbor, bought water, eat together, you know, drink together. They forgot those part. When they become a big a big boss, they forget where they came from. They forget Lazy, they forget me, they forget Angie, who always around them.
I don't know. I've never thought or think that money
They-
is something that's supposed to change you.
They don't forget, you know. They just play forget.
Do
Nobody
we
ever
do
forget
we
where you're
act
coming
like
from.
do we act like because I'm a millionaire now, or I have a better job or a better car or a better house, you're not on my level anymore? Is that how we act now with one another? That's what it is?
I don't
Or we
think that's what
forget
it
that
is.
we are all humans and we all bleed the same. And it's important if you can help somebody to do so, to do a good deed. Have you ever, I could ask myself, Anderson could ask himself, Smith could ask himself,
Yes.
what good deed have you done this year? What did you do? You could reflect on your own self.
Yeah.
Because we are a Christian nation. You know, some conversations and topics they don't like us to have. But we are a Christian nation.
Yeah.
Qui dernière fois on moun te fait un bagay bon pour dire ça représenter nous-mêmes comme un pays qui une nation qui bon Dieu. Parce que c'est une nation bon Dieu nous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son nation. Qui dernière fois ou te fait un bon bagay ou te dit comme ça OK bon Dieu béni avec plus moun sa pa gen moins. Bon moi les moun sa pour moi si manger jodi a.
Eh, Yo, met aller. Avant ça, me dire nos témoignages pas pour année ça.
When was
Ça me
the last
fait.
time? What did
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah,
That
I'll
you
tell you
can.
the last
I'm
time I
going to
do
say in
something.
English because I think I have a lot of English listeners.
Yeah, you have plenty of them in
A
life
lot.
too,
So
yeah.
when was the last time that you yourself you can look upon yourself, reflect upon yourself, and say, "Hey, I am so happy today. I did a good deed." You know,
Mm-hmm.
not to say to call Anderson and say, "Oh, I feel this person," you know, but within yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you feel happy to say, "Wow, God, I am so happy that I did this." Because we know it's just like when you do bad, your conscience, if you
Your
are a person
conscience,
of
yeah.
God or you're a
Yeah,
person that
yeah.
has conscience, you can feel like for example, if my sister wants a ride, right? And she said, "Oh, Tedley, drop me there." And I said, "No, I'm not dropping you." And you know, sometimes I take off, right? I remember one time I reach at the end of the corner, right? And I turn around because my conscience hit me and I gone back. I said,
You
"You know
gone
what?
far?
Come, let's go." You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because my conscience hit me to say,
Yeah.
"Tedley, you know you're wrong, right?
Yeah.
Your sister need a ride. And even if you're not going that way, you may be late for where
Drop
you're
her
going.
halfway.
But
you're
drop
still-
her off
yeah,
first
you're still going.
because that is called conscience. That is called somebody that is living by what God has taught you or the church that you affiliate with as young and what you had learned from young. So it's something good. So I mean it's something bad to say, "Hey, I had to go back for her." So it's just the same way. When you do something bad, your conscience hits you. So
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
do something good, it's the same
It's the
thing.
same thing.
You could feel, hey, I don't have to brag about it, but I feel good that this person needed my help and they called me and I helped them. I feel good that even though I'm not making plenty money, but this person needed some money to pay their rent or to feed their child. I brought them grocery or it's just
Yeah, I saw you the other day with Manzo to the food store. I said, "Wow, looking at Manzo." You know, I don't be in the church for a couple anyway, so I don't hardly see her.
So that's all I'm saying. Let's be our brothers keepers because this country depends on us. I don't care what nobody said, Haitian behavior. It's not that. Once we are in the country, we are supposed to make sure that we are doing our part. We become one big community.
Let's live
Whether
as
we
one.
like it or not. We have to live as one because we
Yeah.
are our sisters or brothers. So am I going to leave somebody on the floor because they are Bahamian or Haitian?
No,
No, they are humans.
no.
That's not what I was taught. I was taught to be good to all. This is a Christian nation. Now, I am not saying for any Haitians to come here and break the law. Right?
That's different.
Right.
That's different. Yeah.
Right. But at the the point of the matter is that we have to learn to be our brother's keepers. We have to learn to be good to one another, because we never know. We don't want to have any regrets. And as simple as this, to say the simple things could cause us not go to heaven.
Not go to heaven.
Can you imagine? The simple things. When we think we are so good, we have hatred for people for no reason. All of this will cause us. Why am I preaching today?
Oh, yeah, preaching sister.
Preaching sister, go ahead. Like the Wally just said, Andy, I don't know what's going on today. Who's gonna preach today? Who's gonna sing? You see, Andy gonna sing. Smith gonna preach. No, not Smith preaching.
No,
lazy preaching.
Lazy preaching. That's what she's doing now. She's preaching over like 15 minutes.
I mean,
so it's really good.
It teaches us, when you go to those things, you go to funerals, and not only that, but when you see one another, that life is, how important it is to share with the people you love.
Yeah.
And if you have one piece of bread, because I was taught growing up home with six kids. Growing up home with 5 of my sisters, my daddy used to buy one bread, and we all have to eat that
You
together.
share.
And when we don't have no peanut butter, because sometimes we couldn't afford that,
Right.
so
Eat dry bread.
we eat it dry,
Yeah,
or we get
dry,
mayo, we
yeah.
put mayonnaise in it, everybody put mayonnaise, and we drink water, and we go to sleep. I've never had a hungry night, but we learn to share. We learn. As a child, I don't know how you was brought up, because some children too depends on how they was brought up. And you have a lot of children who in broken homes now, so who don't have the advantage that I had, because I always grew up with both of my parents, so they taught me the right stuff, and I've always been in church all of my life.
Exactly, because sometimes they don't have it. They don't have it all the time.
Yeah,
I
so
remember when
are
I
you
was young.
teaching your kids to do the right thing, to grow up the right way, to be good to one another? What are we teaching our children and ourselves? What are we doing? What examples are we giving to them so that they can go by? Let's reflect upon ourselves. As a Christian nation, it starts from us. It starts from each and every one of us. And again, it adds up to everything else. When you talk about killing, talk about gangs,
That's not
our
that's not-
streets.
That's a lot of
It's
topic
a
we
lot.
gotta touch. Yeah, we just lost 3 young
Yes.
men yesterday, so very sad.
And as I drove by last night from work, somebody got shot right there at
the
Super
Meadow
Value.
Street. Yeah, Super Value.
Super value.
The Wash House.
Super-
I mean, right there in the Wash House, Super Wash on Nassau Street. Headshot.
Yeah, headshot. So it's very sad.
Are we not in fear of God anymore? It's okay to just go to our brothers and just shoot people, take people's lives without even thinking twice anymore. No more. We're not even saying we're gonna shoot them in the foot to teach them a lesson, or just talk to them, or something.
Kill them.
As we gotten to this point where we just taking one another's lives without even
But as-
thinking,
as a
is if
Christian-
if this person has kids, they have mother, they have a father, they have a wife, is it just okay to do so? As a Christian
As a
nation?
Christian nation, we need to wake up. We need to wake up, and then, like I said, talking to our children to teach them the way, the right way, the way it's supposed to be. To teach them about the Bible. To teach them there's so many things happen now. Now, you can't tell me you have your son or your daughter. They just step out, you don't even know where they're going. Not any friend could go out with them. You need to find out who their parents is before you let them. Hey, you know what? You're free to go out with Smith. You need to find out who's Smith's parents, who's legitimate parents. That's where where this problem comes from. Sometimes a lot of them innocent child, because they have their friend who nobody really know what they've been doing while they're on the road. Li temps
Pour nous lever.
pour nous lever.
And really and truly I watched the live, and that broke my heart.
Yeah.
I've never watched such sad live. Eyewitness had it live. That's Ridgeland Park, where those 7 boys got shot. 2 died on the scene. Now I haven't
The
got
rest was
any
to the
information
hospital.
about the other 5 that are in the hospital. And one of the parents is a Haitian woman.
Yeah, it's a Haitian.
And as I watched the live, because, of my Creole background, I heard the woman saying, "Woy, mes
Yeah.
amis, mes amis."
Yeah.
She was on the floor
Yeah,
like
she
a
passed
baby.
out. Yeah, she passed
Pass
out.
out.
Yeah, she passed out.
And she lost
her son.
her son.
Yeah.
And I can't say, hey, her son, deserve it. He was in no
Right.
good.
Right.
At the end of the day, no matter what our kids are doing, we would probably want them to change their lives and become a better person, a better citizen to this country, but not to go in the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to go. This
Not to
thing.
bury our kids.
I
And everybody makes mistake. Because let me tell you, if you didn't die when you was in the ghetto, you had your degree now, you changed your life, it's because you probably had a mentor. You had somebody that helped
it
you.
was helping.
You may had a father in the home. Some of these children now, do you know how much single women are out there growing these children up by themselves, especially boys? And I've always said this on my show. Whoever listened to my show would say this. Mothers going to work at night don't even have time for these children. Some of them are
No.
growing up their own self.
Yeah.
And the home, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's another
So
thing.
they can't even tell you what friends the children have, who they hanging out with, what they are doing. All they probably call, hey, what you saying? You eat today? You lock my door? Anybody in my house? And that's what they call and say.
But ladies,
And
you
at
know
the end of the
something?
day, they ain't care.
You know something
That's
I
it.
noticed that about the Asian parents, some of them. I have my son, right? 2 sons. Them 2 is soccer players. They love soccer. You know, many times they've been playing, there's a lot of them with Asian heritage. Like, when the white people, let me not say that. Okay. You could be like at the field, you could count how many people will be sit down watching the boys and playing soccer. If you find one of Asian parents or 2, you're not going to find more than that. It's at the field, there's so many of them who's playing soccer who came from the Asian parents.
But their parents are not there.
Exactly.
And we've changed.
That's what I'm saying.
We've
But you can't
changed.
tell me you have your sons every day, you're going to do practice, you're going to play soccer. You never spend the time, even one
We've
day,
changed.
One
to
day to
sit down
watch, yeah.
watching your son
To watch
playing.
We get too
play.
comfortable.
Come on, man.
Listen, parents, we are getting too comfortable. A lot of us, we are getting too comfortable. And this is not the time. This is the time to wake up, Bahamas. Time to stop blaming the government. Stop blaming the pastors. Stop blaming the leaders. They are your kids. Blame yourself. Nobody but yourself.
I told
Nobody
my-
about
I-
yourself.
I told-
Nobody but
I-
yourself. Let's blame ourselves.
I told my son, like, that was after one game, while I was drive home, me and him was talking. Me dit comme ça, ouais, ou ka ouais, en différence, là c'est payer, mais comme l'autre, mon yo cap jouer, ouais, en l'air, gen, en pile parents qui venu, pour garder ti mon yo cap jouer.
Haïtien changer, Haïtien
Quand on
pas
m'a
ça.
demandé, Haïtien, yo, comment faire, yo pas jambe là.
Est-ce qu'on connaît qui baille?
Si tu m'en dit libre à jouer boule,
Yeah.
What it
attends
is?
pas jambe, si on joue, regarder qui côté le va jouer boule là. Qui ça qu'elle va faire? Est-ce que c'est jouer boule là la
livrer.
la
est-ce qu'il
livrer?
parlait? Bon, même dans réunion l'école, petit meeting, yo parents ou pas venir facile.
Because we have a different set of
So,
parents now.
so
These are the younger generation parents. My parents in that kind of time, not my dad.
I know. Not
I-
Mr. Perry.
Ah, listen to me. That water truck will be there to pick me and drop me off. Not him. What soccer? And he want to know who the coach is, where the coach come
Exactly.
from. Who the coach? What kind of coach this is? Where your parents come from? What he's do? Huh? How he look? My daddy would know everything. Then
You
he
need to
want
know all that as a
he want
parent.
look at everything first to make sure you could even join that. That you ain't even in that yet, you know. Then he tell you, say, okay, I'll see if you could go, but I'll have to pick you up and drop you off to make sure that's where you're going.
Yes.
This was the kind of parents that I know about.
That's what make you where you are today.
So I'm wondering now, is this new generation of parents, are we slacking off? Have we changed? Because I'm the new generation of parents too. So I want to make sure that I do the right thing that my dad did for me because I have a son. Are we slacking off? Or are we not
I did
doing
the
what
right
we're
thing my
supposed to do?
parents did for me. Even my daughter now, she's gonna be 19 years old. Everywhere she go, if I have to drop her, I drop her and pick her up.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if she only have 2 friends. They came from school together, to college together. I said,
Because I dislike the fact that we've always been blaming the government for crime. We blaming somebody else for what our kids are doing. Why not ourselves? What are we doing? What have we been pouring into the kid to make sure that these children change their lives? What have we been doing? If we know, for example, our kid are hanging with a different, sometimes you know what I do, and it's not a right thing. Hey, let me tell you all. If I have, for example, it's not right, but I have a lot of police friends, right? And I said, I know it's not a good thing. Can you please look and see if this person's straight for me before? And it's not a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good thing. Yeah,
it's not a good thing
bad,
because
but
I surrounded
yeah.
by a lot of police friends. Check and
Yeah.
find out what's
Find
going
out
on
what's
because
going
I
on.
need to make sure,
Right.
that everything is safe and okay. And sometimes I feel guilty, but I'm not. Because I want to make
it's a
sure.
good thing
person
to
safe.
do. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
So-
good thing you do.
We have to make sure that we know who our kids are hanging out with. If we see somebody who we feel like is not, a good company for our child, and they taking our child the wrong way somewhere where we don't want our child to go because we want our child to focus on their education so they could be good citizens to this country and pour back into this country because when we leave, we want this country to grow and we want the best for this country because our kids, this is their country, this is our country. So we want the best for this country. So in order to do that, that means we have to pour the best in our children so they could become good citizens to contribute to this country. So in order to do that, we have to make sure also the same dreams and aspirations with them,
Yes.
right?
I agree.
So when we see that, if I see my son is hanging out with somebody that he shouldn't be hanging out with, it's my job to say, hello, no. Cut him off. As long as you're living under my roof, you're not paying any rent. Your food for free, you don't pay for school.
Yeah.
If you want to hang with him, you know what's the best thing to do. You're going to move out my house. I don't care if you're 13. That means you can't listen to me no more.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you can't listen to me as your parent to tell you don't hang out with him, then you don't deserve to live under my roof. That's how I was brought up.
That's how we grow up.
Oh no, that's how I was brought up.
Not
with
under
my
our
dad.
roof.
Not under my roof. And if I see that you bring something home, like an iPhone 13, an iPhone 14, and
Where you get it from?
you're
It's
not
not working.
Hello.
Even though this is working, that's value. It's a
Yeah.
Parker. You have to let me
This
know
is
how much you pay for it. Where is the receipt?
Where's
when you're
the
gonna
receipt?
buy it?
Ah.
Don't tell me just go buy it and I just and not in my.
And then
Ne-
the latest Jordans too. No need the tennis, the latest Jordans. And then you bring in the latest Jordans. What kind of job you have to be? I can't even buy that. You buying the latest Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm not even buying that for myself. Where did you get the money from? So we are slacking off because it's the little things that's gonna show us that these children are doing something wrong.
Yeah.
They are not in the right lane. So once you have to start, the people say you have to cut the tree, right? What they said about the tree, don't let it
No. You gotta start twist the tree from the small. Don't let it get big.
That's right.
So
Attack it from
depuis
small.
petit, yeah, attack it from the
Oh, let
small.
It's the
Grand
little
Papa
things.
Kadri Sri
That's
Lanka.
right.
Kadri Sri
And
Lanka.
it's and we all have signs. Listen, in everything in life, there's a sign. There's always a sign. It's always a sign. We all have sign that these kids are up to something and we ignore the signs.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're not paying attention to the children. So they do things, they get away with it, and when we see they out of order, you see they out of order.
Put them in their place.
You call the police if you can't do nothing. Smith talked about this before.
Yes.
You call the police and you
Yes.
said, sir,
I carry my son. to
lock
the
them.
police
him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I did that before though.
Hello?
My son, he was like 5 years old.
I will
My
call
one was 10 when I carried
911
him. So
and I
five.
will lock
The
your hip
police
up.
station, yeah. Mhm.
I don't care because you ain't gonna beat me in my house. I's a woman, you's a boy. That even make it worse.
Yeah.
He's 5 years
No,
old.
I say, listen to me. I don't care if I call the SWAT team. Carry him as long as you're locking him. Lock him up.
My son was 5 years old.
Because I'm not
My-
growing any child to be a nuisance to this country.
And let's see, my son was 5 years old. My wife and I, we went to the food store. Down right over there. We went to the food store with them.
Okay, Andy, hold that thought. 1 second. Don't forget, we are sponsored by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center. You are listening to Let's Talk Together. We will be right back, right after this break.
Et puis chita, s'il vous plaît, y a prele pour radiographie. Tale. C'est ça qui fait relé Saltan. Ou pas gen problème dans Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image at Grosvenor's, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrer, sortir. Si test depuis stage montre écran, radiologue nous ka kondi alternatif test dépitage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 57, faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Chodia.
Always on the go? Missed a show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Some medical facilities pride themselves on offering multiple services. At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, imaging is what we do. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. Whether you need an X-ray, mammogram, CAT scan, or ultrasound, we have a team of board-certified radiologists on staff, on site, each with their own area of expertise. Results are submitted to your doctor within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with fresh news, smart talk all day. Indeed, I'm your host, Lady T. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us. For those who just tuned in, you are live. We are live. You have just tuned in to Let's Talk Together with Lady T, Andy 360, and Smith Joseph. It's a pleasure to have you guys with us. Pour tout le monde qui fait un branché ou branché dans Guardian 96.9 FM avec animatrice communautaire haïtienne Lady T. Nous gagnons Andy 360. Nous gagnons Smith Joseph qui est là avec nous dans émission communauté haïtienne. C'est un plaisir pour nous là avec vous. So, those who just tuned in, we are talking about doing good deeds and being our brother's keepers, and also we are talking about pouring into our children. To be better citizens. If anybody wants to join the conversation, you can just call us. It's 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. I am sure sometimes you have a conversation. People may, as radio hosts, right? There are certain topics that you have, you don't even know where it come from. And so God anoint you, to have certain topics for somebody that's listening. There is somebody who may be going through this now, who have a child at home that they feel like, this child need help.
You have a call?
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk Together.
Yes, am I live on the air?
You are live at Guardian 96. It's a pleasure.
Just listening in, this is the first-time caller, and I just wanted to encourage you to continue the good work. There was something that was said a few minutes ago that really resonated in terms of particularly our males. And I just had a recent conversation with a colleague, and a very interesting point was raised in that I think there was a comment that was made on the talk show a few minutes ago about many single mothers, etc. I was raised in a household with a single mother, but the key thing is to remember that, particularly with the young men, it's not particularly having a male in the household, it's having a male reference. So,
right.
Although my father may not have been in the house, I would have had various male references who, yes, to that point, my mother did the best she could raising a young man, but in the true sense of what needs to be done, particularly in the society today, we need more male references.
Yes, we do.
I'll hang up and listen to the commentary because I'm interested to see what either yourselves, your panel, or maybe some of the other callers have to say about that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the caller.
What he says,
It
it's the
is
same
true.
thing.
We do need a lot of male figures.
Do you know, my mother grew me up. My mother, I didn't have no daddy. My daddy died when I was 3 years old.
Thank you so much for
It's-
calling. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I grew up with a single mother, right?
Single parent.
Single parent. She didn't know how to read. She didn't know how to write. But actually, she make me what I am today. If sometimes she send me out, she keep you on the floor. If I let that dry,
You get beat up.
I get beat up when I come back. So I got to make sure. Yeah, for true. They
And
be clash out there. Yeah.
Yeah, and he made a valid point,
Yeah,
right?
valid
To the
point,
sense
yeah.
that it is true that we have a lot of single mothers that raise sons that are, the best members of parliament who have become prime ministers. Because why? Mothers back in the days,
back in
and
the
that is
days,
what I've been
that's
saying is, are these parents that we have now, why? What's the difference between the single mothers that we have now and the ones that we had, back then? I think it's a difference.
Totally different.
It's a difference, and that's the problem that we have in society. That's one. And the second thing is that we, as growing up, they used to say it takes a village to raise a child.
To raise a child, yeah.
And so, growing up, if I pass and I don't say good afternoon,
Oh, yeah.
I can't let that devil fool me. Listen to me. I don't care what bad day I had. I don't care if it's raining. If I'm passing Miss Paul house, good afternoon, Miss Paul.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mistress Smith.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Oh, no.
You want them to go tell Mr. Petit, I passed and I didn't say good afternoon? Lord have mercy.
You get
That's
beat up.
trick our ass. Excuse me. Trick our hip.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Everything's different now.
Listen,
Everything different.
Sometimes
trick our hip.
they're
So-
talking about the vibes, what you said.
And,
Yeah,
and it is true.
Right?
Yeah,
And
my
right,
dog.
and-
my
and-
this
The other
and
day,
that.
one of them at my work,
Yeah.
they say, "Hey boy, what you saying?" I say, "Come here. Don't ever try that no more. Come here, hey boy, what you
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know who we're talking to?"
So again, it brought us back to say, what are we pouring into our kids? What are we teaching them? This young generation of parents today, myself and others, because sometimes we have kids at a young age. And, society things are different from back then, how
Yeah,
they used to be, how we
yeah,
raise
it's-
our kids now. It is
Yeah.
totally different. But I'm telling you, if you need help, like the caller said, there are always male figures that are ready to help. who ready to assist. The child doesn't needs to have a father at home, you know, which can be difficult.
Well,
Because
it can be
sometimes you
difficult,
get stressed out and you be like, oh, your daddy done dead. You done stressing me.
Put it on the child.
You
Put it on
know?
the child,
And we
yeah.
put that extra stress on the child. And of course, we are losing a lot of our young men, a lot of fathers. So yes, the single mothers, they get frustrated because they feel like all the burdens on them because they have to be the provider now for the household. They have to make sure that the child have clothes on its back and they have food to eat. So they pay the bills, and then it's the country. This country it's really the cost of living is hard. So I know sometimes we can be frustrated, but like that, please, you do have family members. Everybody have a male figure. I don't care what nobody said. Everybody has a male figure.
Yeah,
You can
do-
always
do-
find
do
a
a job.
good male figure. Excuse me. I'm not saying somebody that's not gonna teach that's gonna teach your child something that you don't want them to. But you have a pastor. You may have an uncle. You have a cousin.
Even a friend.
A friend.
Like a good
You
friend,
can
yes.
have once it's a good person that's gonna pour something that's positive into the child life. That is important. So let's do our part as parents.
Yeah.
The numbers to callers is 325-4316, 325-4259, 323-6232. So if you want to be a part of this conversation, you can call Let's Talk Together. And that's not a problem because kids are everybody's problem.
Yeah,
Because
yes.
why?
Like
the
I say-
killing is everybody's problem. Because
I-
we all looking bad. Hello?
Like I try to.
We all feel
Yeah,
it.
don't forget when you coming back. We come back.
Yeah, you are coming back.
Yeah.
That's true.
Something.
Like my wife and I, and we went to the food store, Extra Value food store. And my son, I think he was like 5 years old. And we went to the food store, we shop, and we go into the cashier, we pay all our stuff. I was just walking through the door, right? We saw our son have a packet of candy on his hand. We trying to find out where he get it from. I said, did you pay for it? No. Where you get it from? He said, Dad, that was in his pocket. I said, in your pocket? I said, hold on now. And then we said, you know what you did is wrong?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. I said, hold on now. You want to show something? We go back to the store. We call the manager to the store. We talk to him. And then we tell the manager, you know that? Carry him. We're going to call the police. The manager say, no, we don't have to go to that. I say, no, don't worry.
Yeah,
You know what? So you don't want us to call the police?
Yeah.
Carry him, put him inside the freezer.
Yeah.
We're going to call the police. Yes.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we did. He was 5 years old. We leave him inside the cooler for like almost like 30 minutes. And then he came out. We tell him we turn the candy. And he tell the manager, so you're not going to do that no more. Next time we did that, we're going to sweat the police station. He cried, crying. Now my son is 15. He can't tell him nothing about the police because he's scared police.
Okay.
You
He's scared
installed
police.
that fear.
He's scared police.
You
That's the
instilled
fear
that
you put
fear
on him.
into
That
him.
fear into him.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of parents you are, but just like we just saying.
But
the
I
single
remember one time we
parents,
carried
yeah.
one of them to the police station. I don't remember which one.
You put the fear into
Yeah,
him.
I put the fear to
And
them. I
that's
do that to
good.
my son.
Yeah,
I do that to my
ultimate.
son.
You
I was
always
saying
talk
that.
about
Yeah,
what
I
you
was
did to your
talking what I
son.
did to my
And
son.
listen to me, your son is so grateful for
Oh,
what you
yeah,
did to
he
him.
keep
Because if
calling
you
me.
didn't do that, listen to me. What you did for your son is what a lot of parents who may be listening to the show now needs to do to their sons.
Yes, bon, problème qui gagne, hein. Gagne
You cannot-
parents yo qui
Are they scared?
Qui est scared timon yo, c'est
You
timon
cannot
yo
be scared
boss
of your
yo.
kids.
Et
Your kids can't be your
c'est-
boss.
Yes, c'est ça tout.
I don't care how tall you is. I'm gonna get.
Oui, c'est ça.
I'm gonna cut your legs off. I used to know my father head is not good. So don't think because you're tall I can't talk. No, sir.
Nuh-uh.
I'm gonna
Yes,
have
sir.
you be the same level as I am.
Gen a ti moun yo se yo ki boss parents yo. Sa kon cause tout. Et parents, surtout parents haïtiens yo. Et presque yo pas capable ak ti moun yo, surtout les ti moun yo parle anglais, yo même yo pas parler anglais à bien. So ça cause
Help.
yon
Pour-
bagay
pour-
et pour
But
pour
helping
yo
your
Pour
child
appeal
now
na yo.
Pour
can
app-
save
pour
your
appeal na
child's
yo.
life.
Yeah.
And it can save you from crying your head out. and also save you from burying him. Because a lot of times these children join gangs and they in these kind of things. They don't even have no insurance because you can't even afford it. You already trying to make ends meet for the house. You even think you thinking about any insurance to put these children in any insurance. So when they dead now, we all looking for GoFundMe to bury the child because listen to me, whether you're dead or alive, it's still expensive. A burial you still have to spend. So we're not even thinking about that.
That's why when they crying twice. They crying.
You're crying twice because you're crying for the loss of the child. And then
Well,
you're
you
crying
find the money to bury the child.
and the money to bury this child. I can't even eat. And then my rent is due.
Thank you. I heard you got to bury the
And then the light bill is due.
It's like that was the only child you
My
had.
water and sewage bill is due. How am I going to bury you? Don't let that be the end of the month. And so I have to go found me where I have to ask for help. No, you could have helped the child when you had a chance.
Let's see, longtemps, parents yo te kon di, au lieu pour faire me crier, c'est moi qui faut crier.
Oui,
Ça veut
exactly.
dire,
Yeah,
par contre, qu'on ne pas faire ça encore.
non.
Là, yo dit que au lieu pour faire crier, veut dire que parce que pour yon terreau. Après yon terreau, mais y a bon bâton pour changer.
Oui, mais c'est ça.
They make you cry before you make them cry.
We need to step up our games. People, we need to wake up. Parents, this is a waking up call for us. This is so sad. 7 young men of this country. 5 are lying in the hospital with mothers. I don't know if they have kids yet because they said the oldest one would have been 22.
Oldest one.
18. The oldest one was 22 from the news that I heard. The oldest young man is 22. So that means everybody is from maybe 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yes.
18, 20, yeah. It might be 16 too, you don't know.
Never know.
We never know.
And gang is all that we
Some are just out of school.
On top of that, right, we live in 21/7. Everyone know each other. If I don't see you in the mall, I see you somewhere.
Yeah.
So we were his friend, you never saw or you the school. So come on, man.
Are we gonna continue to do the blaming game where we blame the government for crime being high? Did the government put
You
these
cannot blame the government. The government is not the government.
Don't put no
It's not the
gun in
government.
nobody's hands.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Government don't know what's going on.
To tell you the truth, I've seen the police are doing their job.
This is your
But
job as a parent.
they're not gonna know when these
So-
young men go and
so-
sneak out and
Exactly.
go
Our-
shoot people and stuff. You're
our
not
problem-
watching them to say, hey, how do you know the person coming to shoot somebody tonight?
Okay.
They didn't tell you. They ain't called and say, hey, I'm gonna do this right now.
The only problem I have with the police, where they're supposed to be.
Where they supposed to be, they don't be. But
Yeah.
the police can't be everywhere
Yeah,
every
but
day.
they
But
can't be
they are
where-
trying their best to do their
Yeah,
job.
they
That's
do
the
the
most
best.
important
What we
thing.
got to do now.
What
but
we
I don't
need
know.
to do too is work with the police and the communities and making sure that if we, our community and our country is safe
So my thing
for
about
our next
Teddy,
generation.
Andy, where all this gun coming from? The Bahamas do not make guns. Do
Again,
not
that is
make.
true.
This
Very
is
powerful.
So my point, where those guys,
Where they get them from?
where they get them from?
Too much guns in our
Too
streets.
much gun in the street. That's the main question I have. Even from here in the Bahamas, even in Haiti, those guys them do not traveling. They do not have to think where those guns coming
I
from.
even watched
Where
the
they
news.
get
Every
them
day
from.
shooting
So,
somebody.
okay.
A 16-year-old holding for murder or 17-year-old.
Yeah, so
How
where-
did the 17-year-old
where he get the gun from?
Get guns?
From the
Okay.
parents,
So-
friends, gotta be somewhere.
Yeah, so those things.
If
we
they
can't-
buy the gun,
Is it the gang leaders that are
Yes.
giving the guns out? Is somebody
Okay.
that's doing that? And I'm sure the police are doing
But-
their
but-
job,
but
but we
if
need to tackle.
you-
we need
yeah.
to go from higher up. It has to be somebody higher because those children are so young at the age of 16, 17, 18. I guess by joining those gang
Yeah,
members, they get maybe.
but the police
some
them they
information when
be on the road every day,
concerning
when
those,
last-
but
when-
who's- it has
When
to
the last
be-
you hear them say they find like a couple of guns in the car.
They just found something. I read the news where they said they found guns and drugs. Yeah. They always finding, but they always finding. Still, it's always a lot out on the streets. And no matter how much they find, it looks like it's more on the streets.
Yeah, because I mean, and plus, they have a CCTV in almost every corner. But I thought that gonna help them out. If someone fired a gunshot right away, I think you should be able to know exactly where the person is. So, come on, man. So, bright daylight, the guys don't wait in the night no more. Okay, so that show you how dangerous those young guys is right now. So we have to pray harder.
And nobody has the fear of God in
No,
them
they don't
anymore.
fear- no.
Right now, we in fear of our lives because you don't know
Yeah.
where to even go, where to hang out, because you don't know who's involved, who's not involved, who is in gang members, who's not in gang members. And the thing that
This is what I'm
I
saying.
dislike is, you know you did something. You know somebody's coming after you. Why are you around all type of people, putting other people's life at risk? Stay by yourself. Sit and eat and drink by yourself.
This is why you don't go out with some people you don't know.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, because if I know, any minute somebody could come for me because I know, hey, I shot somebody or I did something wrong. I know. Why am I gonna be around Andy and Smith, putting their life at risk?
Then it's just to the little corner then.
Yeah, I sit in a
Stay
little
at
corner
home.
and I be watching because I don't know when
Yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah, your
care
time
me
is- yeah, your
and they
time
don't
is
care
coming.
other people because
So
that's
that's
being selfish. So I be watching in every little corner because I know I done
Yes.
do something. So they gonna, and I repent to God and said, God forgive me because whatever I did was
Yeah.
wrong. And I know if it's not today, it's tomorrow.
Stay at home. What you was
So
doing in
that's
fish
when
fry is not
you-
your place.
No.
You call it your day.
Fish fry is a family
Food
place.
store is not your place.
No, that's a family place.
Yes.
People go there every day to wash out. And these guys now, they're not even waiting until you get somewhere. They look like when they drive by, they see you, they say, oh, okay, well, I was looking for this person since they're here. I might as well get rid of them one time.
One day see you,
And they don't
know
even
who
care
else,
where
they
you
don't
are.
care.
No,
They just
no.
see you. They know if they can see you again. So they walk and they ride with their guns in their hand. Too much guns are in our streets. Too much guns are in our streets.
There's a lot of
It's
young
little
boys who
small
have
country.
guns.
Yeah, so vous connaissez nous gagner Be Nice Bar Restaurant, vous connaissez l'invité nous.
Oh, Be Nice Bar
Yeah,
Restaurant.
Latin,
We're gonna go.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to find a time to go. No, they are part of our show now. They
yeah,
do
it's a part of
advertisement
show.
with our show.
Yeah. Be Nice Restaurant.
Yeah, Be Nice Restaurant.
Andy, Be Nice.
Yeah, Be Nice.
Be Nice,
yeah.
Andy.
All the
Be
time.
nice.
All the time.
So Claude a supporté nous avec show très bientôt là nous connaît moi après arriver là faut de nous passer checker.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ou ma kale.
Yeah, faut
Pas bien,
de-
nous
Si
devons
ton
réunion pour nous.
2-3 000 $ la bon.
Yeah,
ou
pour
ka
nous
bon.
pour nous
Nous avons
bagager.
réunion pour nous faire avec lui.
Et
Yeah,
quand
nous-
même et pas oublier pour nous dire mon yo ça si yo gon en thème yo besoin faire réception et côté
And Be Nice Bar.
Be Nice Bar yo capable aller là numéro téléphone c'est 432 10 50 et yo gen bon côté.
Et si on
Gen
voulait
puis-
faire un mariage,
Oh,
réception.
pas de problème, il y a fait mariage en dedans. Même.
C'est sous les cieux,
Il y a
sous les cieux.
Oh, sous les
Yeah.
les mariages, ça fait, mon cher, d'absous. Vous voyez, so, il y a fait. Par contre, si vous rentrez là déjà, ou pourquoi rentrer?
M'tante la première fois là, il peut te fini.
Non, quand il y a le fini en dedans net, et si vous allez parler avec petit chemise, petit maillot, passer en dedans, fait cool, en pile.
Oh, on est dans un bon air conditionné.
Yeah, en pile,
Air
air
conditionné
conditionné,
à travail. c'est clair.
So, n'a dit yo, ben, nous avons sad news tout qui passe par boy ici, nous avons mis là qui est les Villers, pas consulter contre Villers, et nous apprendre que monsieur perdu la ville aux États-Unis, Villers, tu connais Villers, il était ici.
Why it sounds so familiar?
Villers Fleurisé. Il était ensemble avec monsieur Altaïs, un groupe qui était relé. Et comment même ça
changer groupe ça.
Yeah, me changer, but
Yeah,
pas someone on connaît bien, j'en parlais de
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, monsieur semblait tomber subitement. Comment? C'est ça même? C'est ça m'apprendre? Il est tombé subitement.
Well, condoléances à lui,
aux
à la
États-Unis.
famille.
Oui, c'est ça, n'a dit ça. Et Villers Fleurisé. Villers Fleurisé. C'est là, et nous connaissons plein d'informations pour nous. Élection, ouais, élection, et fête Haïti. Non, pas élection, non. Le changement pour l'ANSM, nous avons un dossier, ça va pour nous. Vous parlez, pas un dossier. Nous avons un nouveau prime minister.
Une nouvelle, mais par contre, c'est dans l'assassinat.
Nous avons un nouveau
Tellement
premier
gain.
ministère.
Yeah, nous avons un nouveau prime minister encore. Haïti. So, c'est
Nous
comme ça.
connaissons un nouveau chef police.
Non, un nouveau chef police, ni un nouveau prime minister, tout, je crois.
T'as souhaité ici là, Haïti?
Yo voye Ramo aller. Et yo pour un nouveau monde, on va connaître qui ça le bail. Est-ce que sécurité a pour descendre? Et c'est pour ça que yo voye, ça fait pas de bail Ramo contrôler drone yo. Et parce que nèg yo pas chef et qu'on y a c'est 100% PHTK sous pouvoir qu'on y a. Donc on va regarder comment ça va aller. Et puis tout, bon, dans la capitale là nous connaissons gang là qui a fait ravager. Et barbecue fait qu'on est qui depuis ou pas mettre ça ou le mettre là la mettre pays à
qui va y pour
mettre moun qui besoin moun besoin mais tout autant c'est moun ça mettre actuellement il n'y a pas de monde qui mourit.
Parce que c'est lui qui met pays.
Delma 19, Delma 21, tout son Delma arrivé, Delma 32. Et monsieur, la grand pile coup de balle. Et il fait qu'on est dans le jour qui vient, la va avancer toujours. Et ça qui fait mal là, c'est parce que nous avons dit ça non, qui font bon travail dans la plateforme. Et tout le monde qui fait publicité, par exemple, tant qu'on m'a parlé de Binice Bar Restaurant là, depuis on gagne des il dit ah ouais. Non basso cité là pas cité là encore et pour citer m'pa tuer monde qui bo faire réclame et bien toute réclame Woody Tim Woody a te gagné il perdit tout qu'on y a et barbecue dit c'est l'aile vlé alors c'est l'aile vlé pour une radio gagner ou bien pour Tim Woody a gagner une publicité c'est dit que même oligarque corrompu même privé business surtout il y avait gang yo so ça veut dire ça gang là dit c'est ça so actuellement là on dit par contre qui vient de le faire ça fait mal parce que son animation on confrère lié de la radio so démontrer ça qui arrive il arrive nous toutes so au même cap garder nous c'est comme ça les même lié on dit n'a viré caméra sur vous les diti sur vous qu'on a gardé l'information on va checker toujours parce que connaît comme ça pour checker
so n'a pas occasion ça pour nous saluer et tout auditeur auditrice en qui branché Freeport et nous gagnons m'a saluer mon Freeport ami merci en pile pour support nous merci en pile parce que nous toujours branché sur émission nous vraiment reconnaître que émission ça c'est pour haïtiens liés pour communauté alliée et nous voulons dire nous remercions et continuer supporter nous avec tout l'autre monde sur Facebook qui branché sur Twitter
pile monde sur Facebook là la fait rien branché depuis il y a 10 ans là hier
monde qui branché
depuis il y a 2 ans pile monde
BTC Flow Channel 612 moun qui branché tout sous cable ba ma channel là 969 nous dit nous tout merci en pile parce que ou pas ka jamais dit ou raté show ou pas gain excuse parce que nous tout côté net nous tout sur réseaux sociaux yo so ou ka toujours gain chance pour prendre émission parce que c'est pour nous connaître nous pas arrêter dans TikTok seulement c'est pour nous prendre émission à partager les nous sous live la partager parce que nous connaît nous ca aider on l'autre monde parce que nous ca jamais connaît qui ti information a fait passer ou qui si je nous ca gagner ou même ou ca réfléchir sur ça n'a dit ou ca aider tête ou aider on l'autre monde s'il vous plaît toujours partager et toujours continuer supporter émission ça parce que let's talk together nous parler ensemble c'est pas pour moi même c'est pas pour Andy c'est pas pour Smith Joseph mais il là pour nous-mêmes comme une seule communauté pour nous-mêmes qui travaillent ensemble pour nous-mêmes qui t'arrêter ouais changement dans la communauté pour nous-mêmes qui t'arrêter ouais tête ensemble qui t'arrêter nous utile dans la communauté est-ce que nous comprenons en pile bagaille changer so on continuer prier pour l'un avec l'autre parce que c'est pour nous connaître même si nous pas ouais chaque jour mais communauté a pitié maintenant tellement la moun pas ouais longtemps me dit waouh moi en pile moun pas ta mais c'est celle ça pour nous l'un avec l'autre
aussi me te font offrande jodi a été bon pour moi pile oui
à nous comme mes amis il va faire casse point non il va faire casse point so on nous continuer supporter l'un avec l'autre on nous continuer aimer l'un avec l'autre on nous continuer supporter émission ça tout parce que m'bata mais c'est celle B mais qui pour l'émission nous toujours bon nous numéro émission c'est 323 62 32 325 43 16 325 42 59 ou si ou même ou pas gen minute dans téléphone nous gen WhatsApp line, you know, pas connait nous gon WhatsApp line.
Yeah, nous gon WhatsApp.
Nous ka texte nous dans WhatsApp. Texte nous dans WhatsApp dans 422 47 96. Bon WhatsApp line encore. Numéro WhatsApp là c'est 422 47 96. So, là n'a parlé sur un sujet ou ka pas gen minute ou ka message nous dans WhatsApp là parce que moun yo moi ben mieux vle prendre choix dans manou. Je sais pas choix venir, c'est choix haïtien. Si nous pas l'émission,
y a point dans nous parce que c'est au cap.
Faut haïtien mieux bac moi. Oui.
Même là entendez n'a petit mot anglais pour occuper nous non?
Pour occuper non parce que nous connaît quand pile qui écoute émission mais émission là pour nous mêmes. C'est pour nous mêmes nous pas nos valeurs. Nous je dis ça pas attendre là nous pour nous montrer nous aimer nous connait.
Bien quand on commence à venir à créole là bien
c'est ça qui fait me content les moi haïtien mieux gain do pour me dire waouh regardez combien haïtien après l'émission regardez combien haïtien
ça nerve m'a veut aller on là tout a coûté
tout a coûté
comment on va coûter
non gagner moun qui parler c'est pour l'autre moun pas tant de voir grand pile monde qui dit ça nous dit ça on nous fait bon show nous tenter nous d'habitude dit
mais le côté attendez voir pas gagner fait quand dit allo Smith moi mais show a continuer comme ça
pays ça son pays ou ka dit de pour pas dire faut ou pas relé ou pas dire vieux bêtises bagay dans émission ou ka relé si nous gon sujet n'a parler de lui dit oh tellement hier besoin de information c'est bon bagay m'tendre émission moi mais ça ou ka partager ido c'est ça qui fait nous vinn pi bon ou comment ça m'a dit because gon bagay m'ka dit qui pas bien oh lady T tellement hier oui et m'a vinn pi bien c'est comme ça là nous aider les avec l'autre nous partager
garder qu'on yo ka dit à la one bade ou pas de cadil oui
même là que vous parlez pour entrer dans le sujet au cas de encourager nos travail à faire écouter nous tel côté c'est
content que n'a travail pour communauté haïtienne parce que son seul nous sont seuls it doesn't matter nous sont seuls ou ka sot Kamake Road ou sot Joe Finton Road ou soti Prince Charles ou soti Market Street ou soti East Street Robinson Road qu'importe bon ka soti Abako même l'autre bon garder moun Freeport comment yo même connait moun Freeport parce que pour là bon si on dit mon aller parce que mon nasse pas même pas il Freeport parce que c'est mon Freeport qui cap supporter
n'a salué moun qui en bas live là Junior Richard qui ensemble avec nous Versan Schneider Didi Mac Dorville lesquels concernent nous en bas live là mes amis c'est pour nous partager avec l'autre monde
partager live là partager tout le monde qui sur live là va me checker live là parce que pas connaît qui moun cap garder qui moun qui pas garder puis pas faire bouche long jodi a bam checker live là pour moi tout nos moun yo cap garder live là moi même
info pour nous
c'est pour partager
ouais les Titi nous gain leader mouvement national là libre là qui c'est FNM Michael Pentard qui déclaré système immigration vient craser et puis corrompu en administration devise là il fait plus immigration yo a fait pas fait travail yo le George lui-même qui a les côté que il répond il dit comme ça que il ouais tout bagay yo strict gens que immigration yo a travail dans l'ARIA ça veut dire que yo toujours a fait travail yo
pour toute arrestation moun ça gen pour faire travail yo
exactement c'est par contre qui ça au besoin moun faire encore
I just see the immigration bus all over the place catching people and they caught a lot of people
even Sunday we remember we talking about that Sunday.
Yeah, they catching so much people.
Catching a lot of people.
And listen, if you are here illegal,
we say
it's right. Yeah. The immigration officers are doing their job. Once they are not using force now, I'm always against that. Once they are not abusing their power by, hitting people for no reason. But if you are in the country illegal, that's their job.
Yeah, Premier Ministre Chester Cooper li élu vice-président Assemblée générale Organisation mondiale touriste Nations Unies pour région américaine yo. Nous connaissons mes amis monde qui connaît monsieur nous dit félicitations.
Oh, Chester Cooper?
Yeah.
Oh yes, he's doing a great job with ministry.
Excellent job.
Yeah, yes, with tourism. Minister of Tourism. Okay, look like I have another break.
I think this is our last break, right?
Oh, that's the last break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. This is a last
Okay, guys, you are still tuned into Guardian 96.9 FM. We will be right back with the news right after this break. Do not touch the button.
Try to rest, roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Gen kek bureau médical qui fouette tête yo nan bay multiple service. Men nou nan Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image c'est ça nous fait. Même bagay pour l'autre location nou yo, image nan gouverneur ni nan Kamakelo. Même si nous ta besoin yon radiographie, mammographie, échographie ou scanner pour femme grosse, nous gen yo. Yon équipe commissionnaire conseil radiologue certifié tout employé yo. Yo chaque ak propre domaine yo. Yo bay docteur ou résultat ou nan 24 heures temps. Relais 328 81 57 pour rendez-vous dans Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, location Kamakelod ou bien image dans Grosvenor Jodia.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Seyen et puis chita, s'il vous plaît. Yap rele pour radiographie. Thaler. C'est ça qui fait rele Salton. Ou pas gen problème dans Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image at Grosvenors, nous pas jamais faire plusieurs rendez-vous résultats. Ça veut dire entrée sortie. Si test depuis stage montre écran, radiologue nous ka kondi alternatif test dépitage ça. Kounya la même. Ou bien, relez-nous dans 328 81 57 pour faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image à Grosvenor, ou bien relez-nous dans 328 81 57, faire rendez-vous à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, image à Grosvenor, ou bien visiter location nous Kamakelod Jodia.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
Welcome back to Guardian 96.9 FM with fresh news, smart talk all day. Do not forget, my show is sponsored by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center. We have 3 great locations to serve you. Ladies, make your appointments today. Go get your breast checked. We are the best, the oldest in the business, period. Go. Okay? So we have 3 great locations. We have Carmichael, we have Centerville, and we also have Imaging at Grosvenor, which is right there at PMH and PMH Yard. You can't miss it. So I am looking forward to everybody going there, calling to make their appointment because their service is remarkable. You will not regret it. Communauté haïtienne, s'il vous plaît, nous publions émission ça sponsor à Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center et nous voulons dire toute fille captain de nous dans communauté haïtienne, aïe checker tete nous. Li important depuis arriver dans 35 ans, 37 ans, 40 ans, il pi mal. I check it teto, I fait examen teto. Fort Terrace gen pile haïtien, toutes différentes nationalités là. Mais haïtien là, y a parlé créole avant.
relé yo faire appartement. Sou pas vle relé ou met relé, m'a relé au monde pour faire appartement pour pas gen casse problème. Le fini tout ou ka just marcher ou pas même besoin faire appartement même because yo gen 3 locations. Yo gen une ka marqué l'autre, yo gen une qui dans Saint-Novel là, ak yo gen une qui dans Lacou Princesse Margaret, l'hôpital Princesse Margaret là. Allez, et m'a dit nous, il fait mal. It hurts to see this show qui sont un show haïtien avec une compagnie bahamien qui sponsor show ça depuis nous commencer. And so we want to give a special thank you to Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Sure.
Because you see how smart they are? They get their business.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, you listen to me. They get their business to advertise in 2 different languages. They're not new. They are very intelligent. That's why I love them.
And the school
They are
gonna open
smart.
right now. We gonna need some school.
So if you want to be a part of the show and you want your business to be advertised in 2 languages, maybe we can not even 2, we can do 3 languages. Because we do French, and listen, French is not no broken Creole.
Abra español.
French is not no broken Creole. We do French, we do Creole, and we do English.
Okay.
We can advertise your show for you in 3 different languages.
It's more money
So you
making.
won't miss it.
No, we
So
don't miss
if
it.
you want to sponsor this show, gladly call us at Guardian. Let them know I want to sponsor Let's Talk Together with Lady T and D360 and Smith Joseph. Listen to me. They will be gladly for you to come on board with us. So those who are missing out, listen to me. As I was saying, the parents need to wake up. The business owners need to wake up. Okay? Business owners, wake up and get smart today. Get smarter. Get into the marketing game where you can get your show.
OK, les pas oublier moun k'ap prend boss show, faites attention. Gen un boss driver qui t'est passé, moun qui te prend un boss de 3 calottes parce que moun ça pendant 2 fois li monter boss là, l'a payer le dollar. Mes amis haïtiens yo, si c'est nous-mêmes, faites attention, boss paye $50. Parle by boss là, driver à $, s'il vous plaît pour pas casser tête, non pas ça fait l'aide. Enfin, boss driver fait qu'on est, il y a une famille pour l'occuper, mes amis, nous pas chaque fois nous monter n'a shot li 50 cents.
No, but he's not supposed to slap those person.
Yeah,
that
because he said that's when it's the 3rd time. Yeah, the person do.
Yeah, you could have just
Yeah,
tell
you
the
gotta
person
tell
don't
us.
shot him.
Okay, lady. Okay,
No,
Teddy.
don't shot his money.
No, don't short him. You gotta pay one.
Dans mi temps inquiétude qui a grandi sous sécurité nationale, la Premier ministre Charles Washington Mexique qui dans île Tegucigalpa, il a annoncé dans une conférence pour la presse nationale une suspension immédiate sous affaire papier travail avec visa pour haïtiens yo.
Non, je connais ça, ils font suspendre sous papier moun sa yo.
Lundi qui était passé tout, mes amis, tu as un tremblement de terre qui était fait dans Haïti, qui était dans la zone Pétionville, dans la zone Delma. Eh bien, c'est bien, nous disons bon Dieu merci parce que pas aucun monde qui mourit. Et on connaît à cause de tremblement de terre qui est passé en 2010, ça a fait un peu le monde vient peur parce que pas connaît qui réaction que le a fait, un peu le monde qui est en couille, quitter la caillou. En plus, patrouille sous personnel, il était protégé infrastructure nationale clé. Tant que principal aéroport international Haïti, port maritime, atlog bien et stratégique. Malgré effort continuel, gang armé pour bloquer gros route, force MSS et police nationale te investissement relouvrir route clé dans centre ville Port-au-Prince, tant que Kinskov, Fuji, Delma, Thomasin et Téléco. Parmi l'autre côté ça qui facilite mobilité et sécurité pour public là. Force sécurité conjoint ont été repoussées avec succès plusieurs attaques gang, tant que tentative attaque sur Téléco dans Port-au-Prince et station police ça vient dans Pont-Sondé ensemble avec incident dans zone Pétionville là. Réponse rapide à coordonner pour propre MSS yo te neutraliser menace ça yo pour être capable faire tout ça yo capable pour mettre toute bagaille en place. Tout ça a été passé dans le pays nous en Haïti. C'est ça là, Smith, Qu'on nous elle a courir sur nous,
Oui,
nous
c'est
avons
ça.
plus de nouvelles toujours, mais
Ouais, nous c'est récio pour Pita. Eh bien toujours dans la capitale là tout, n'a pas invité Mounio et immigration lui-même prend l'autre décision encore. Actuellement là ils font camper dans affaire nouveau papier pour le moment, il y a travail sur ça et puis tout monde qui te qu'on fait et certificat de bonne vie messieurs qu'on a demandé pour faire une l'autre façon. Ça veut dire on parle dans exactement faut ta sorti dans SDCPJ qu'on y a. So on a invité tout le monde ça yo pour yo prendre patience et même papier renouvelé dans moment et à nous apprendre qui genti olena yo toujours nous pourquoi qu'on qui décision premier et comment on a dit et ça et monde qui général qu'on y a
qui ça qui va le faire
qui ça va le faire et c'est nous nouveau monde qui en placé et n'attend mais ça lui-même lui toujours là avec haïtien on a demandé ou même qui gon papier tout qui presque fini pas tant c'est les papiers à fini mais on pour mettre l'en dedans dégager gen temps à mettre en dedans et puis a fait assurance là tout moun yo toujours prend dernier temps pour y aller payer assurance on dit il t'a plus bon ou payer assurance dans chaque mois
tout le temps nous dit ça
nous dit ça l'autre information encore n'a s'il vous plaît ou même qui pral voyager aller dans pays d'Haïti trop l'argent nous bail moun relé en dit 360 relé tête li love relé nous même ou pas qu'à voyager avec plus que $10,000 pile compatriotes haïtiens yo nous apprendre qui yo saisi
il a fait cadeau l'argent
il a fait cadeau en pile l'argent dans n'importe là chaque jour nous dit ça mais yo pas attendé yo toujours à monter avec un vrai corps et depuis l'état prend comme ça yo ou pas joindre encore
spécialement si vous pas un business licence
si pas un business licence
on soutenons et surtout yo bon récia côté où tu touché comme là ou ka gain ça ou ka
prend avocat il y a bon comme
là
mais faut maman
pour dédouaner comme là
il y a fort et ça mon kembe so a faut gon récit qui dit que et mettant montant cob qui lui-même li baou et pas oublier nous gagne l'école qui pourra l'ouvrir là dans l'autre quelques semaines qui venir là si toutefois on disposé ou capable aider sur ça et je fais quelques petits monde joindre quelques valises quelques cahiers tout pour l'école il t'a fait dit bien pile business manio haïtien yo.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So if
nous
anybody
même
wants to participate,
let's talk together. Nous gain pour nous font aller dans yad haïtien yo et te mettre quelques cahiers. Nous capable bay à ti monde qui pour aller l'école yo parce que gain des parents qui vraiment dans moment pour qu'on joindre uniforme pour ti monde.
That's right.
So
each one help one. So if we have, if anybody's interested in helping us with what we're doing with the back to school, you may have, bags, pencils, books, whatever it is, and you feel like you want to help, you can call us at 431-1514. Andy?
535-8128.
Smith?
376-1390.
Yes, and you can be a part of what we want to do. Because it's each one help one. At this moment, there's a lot who can't afford, to send their kids back to school. And so my producer is saying that my time is finished, right?
You're going to close the show now.
Okay, communauté haïtienne, everybody that's listening, we want to give you a special thank you. We appreciate you. To have a blessed Sunday. We will see you again next week Sunday. God bless you. Let's all stay safe, okay?
Let's Talk Together in English was brought to you by Fort Terrace Diagnostic Center, the Bahamas' largest and most experienced dedicated radiological center.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.